Hi everyone, C110 are back. Yep. And today I'm gonna talk about big box games. I wanna have this out of the way before I review something else. That's how it is. So it will be a long review. I have a feeling that it will be up close to an hour, this one as well, but okay. Without any more talking, let's go on. And I'm gonna start with the game that I've used to measure the small box games in the previous review, which means that I'm gonna start with Super Mario Bros. 3. And as it says at the bottom here, European version. Yep. This is the top. I have to turn it around to show you that. And you can see up here in Scandinavia, it was imported by Bergsala in Sweden. Yep. And this is the back of it. This is the side, by the way, first. And then you can see the number. NESE-P-UM. It says so. Yep. And this is the back. Text first. Let's start there so you can read for yourself and pause. Yep, that's the text. And this is the top part. New different worlds, new exciting levels, new challenge galore, alright? The biggest, most exciting Mario Bros. Adventure yet. That, I would say. This is the front level that meets you when you start the game. You have to go through the levels. And the parts you see at the top that it says M is levels that they have been through. In this case, level 1 and 2. And they go to level 3 now, is my guess, in World 1. Or they can choose the castle in this case. Yep, that was the text one more time. If you wanna see that again and pause to read. This is another picture. And this is from somewhere in the game, level 3, I think. This is one of the water levels with this annoying fish. Yes, that fish there. And it has some seal of quality, blah, blah, blah. A little bump in the cardboard here, you can see that here. Nothing to do about it. Let's take a look inside. Oh. So I can take out the content here and show you inside. I have to tip it over. That's the cartridge. Ah, the dust tray is stuck. Of course it is. And we got a manual here. Yep. So this is the dust tray. And this is the cartridge. Looks nice, doesn't it? Nothing wrong with that. This is the top. You can see a tiny little bump at the left side here. Let's see, I have to fool the camera a little bit so you can see this. And there you can see a tiny little bump there at the left. But it's not much, who cares? This is good enough. Yep. So, looks nice. Yep. This is the manual, and it says Super Mario Bros. 3. And as you can see here, this has another model number than the box has. Yep, another model on the manual than the box itself. This says instruction booklet. It's a very long booklet, by the way. And a T down here. What does this T stand for? Oh, come on, camera. I don't know. That's how it is. First page that meet us is just a warning about it is complicated electronic and all of that. Alright. It says so. And all the warnings in Finnish and preparations in Danish, Finnish and Swedish. I can give you that just for the heck of it. Yeah, that's how it is. And here comes the content part. I have to take away something here, like that. And it says content here. Yep, background, main control, hand control and so on. Yep, that's how it is. A letter from Mario. Okay, how do you do? Long times, Bowser is on it again and so on, yep. And you got a stamp here. Of sort of a stamp from Mushroom Kingdom, is that what it is? And a Mario in a raccoon suit and some coins. Is that supposed to be a stamp or something? I don't know. Yep. And a message from Mario here as well. And we can see the foot. Is it the foot of Bowser? I think it is. Alright. Yep. Bowser are back, it says here. Yeah. Now my 7 children are coming to help me to take the power of the swamp world, okay? And it shows the Bowser's children here. Yep. Ludwig von Kopa, ha ha ha. Yep, that's how it is. If I do this, you can see the 4 at the top first and the 3 at the bottom afterwards. And here are some text. Background. Yep, that's how it is. The history. Yep. There are detailed pictures here, that's good. I gotta say that, that's very good. The hand control. There you go. How the layout are for the hand control. Yep. Not so much to see, but I'm gonna show you. That is the frog suit with Mario at the bottom. Yep. And here it explains about how to fly. We can see Mario flying with the tail here. And so on. Yep. Yep. Next page, they show something about a little bit more about how to wave your tail, alright? Okay. Throw keys and all of that, alright? Make somebody make himself into a statue so they can't see who it is. I'm gonna tell my dad about the new tricks that you just have learned. Ha 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 ha. That's what it says at the bottom here. Program button or select button and all of that. You can see the front screen here. And the first screen that meets you in the game. Yep, that's how it is. Yes, that's how it is. I'm just gonna show you it quickly, guys. So you have to pause to read for yourself. That's how it is. Or use snip tool to copy. That's how it is. Swimming and swimming harder with the suit. I have not met Mario before. That's why I'm trying to learn as much as I can about him. Alright, that's what she says. All the usual tricks, okay. Says so. How to jump fast out of the water. You need that when you meet that big fish. That's how it is. Was that all? I gotta make a check here. Yes, it looks like it was. No, it is more here that we haven't seen before. Okay, I thought it was over already. But no, we can continue here actually. I can take it a little bit closer so you can see this. It's not easy to see all of this in one page when the booklet is so big as it is. Yep. And I can mention at the same time I have ordered and got myself an extra spare battery to the camera. Yeah, so if the camera gets empty of battery, I can choose between another battery or the charger. That's fine. That's how it is. There it explains how you can get different cards up to get an extra life. Or several extra life if you pick the right one. Like the star, for example, 3 stars. That's 5 extra life. That's how it is. And it explains also the different puzzles. That's how it is. Yep. And here it tells about to choose the chest in Toad's house. Pick a box, it will contents will help you on your way. That's how it is. Yep. That's how it is. Explain about the objects that you can pick up in the game, during the game, by the way. Yep. That's how it is. I will take it a little bit closer so you can see this better, in case you snip or something. Game over, the game is over, yes. That's it. Explains the game over as well, is when you run out of life and you have to choose continue, or you want to end the game and store the game where you are, is my guess. And you also got some bonus levels. You can actually play Super Mario or the Mario Bros, the first one, if you make Mario and Luigi. If on 2-player you can put Mario and Luigi at the same level, level 1 for example, and just press start and you will be into a 2-player mode, and you can play the old classic beginning game. This one here. Yep, that's how it is. It tells about that here, so that's how it is. Yep. This is the enemy in the Mario Bros game. And this was of course released as an arcade game back in the day. Just take a look at my small box review for that game there. So it explains about that as well. Yep. And this game here is also released on the advanced games as well, as an own game there. So there you have that. For those who, most of you probably already know about that. Yep. Yep, that's how it looks like. That was the first level, by the way. Second level. Third level, world is my guess, world 3, world 4, and world 5. Why they put question marks there, I don't know. That's how it is. Yep, world 6, world 7. It's probably some secret worlds that they are telling about there. Yep, and there are a lot of secrets in this game here. You can get up to 4 flutes, by the way. And here comes the game figures that, or the enemies that you meet in the game. Yep. That's how it is. Boo Diddy, yeah. Elasto, what a name. Boney, that one I can understand actually. And Boomerang Brothers and all of that. Okay. Say so. For you, thank you for buying a copy of Super Mario Bros. 3 and all of that, blah blah blah. Alright. And at the back is just 2 white sides, and you got the back. 1991, it was released. Yep. that was the first game. Already 50 minutes has been used to show you the first game. That's why I'm telling you that these videos are going to be long. But that's how it is. But that was Super Mario 3. Next game up I'm gonna show you. Let's see, where can I put this? Just to get it away so I'm not tearing it down for some reason. Let's try there for now. Next up is a game called Trojan. Yeah, Trojan. Made by Capcom, by the way. Yep. That's how it is. This is also an arcade game. The side does just only say Trojan. There's no model number or anything there. At the top, it is a very beaten up logo of Trojan. And at the back, let's see. This is the title of the Can Trojan, and you successfully defeat enemy and rescue people of the world. You control the destiny, okay? Here is the text. And this game here is pretty hard because of hard controllers, actually. Which is a little bit sad, I gotta say that. But that's the last boss, by the way. But it's certainly beatable, the game. Yeah, but it's hard. Osaka, Japan. 1988, Capcom Limited. Let's open up and see what lurks inside. In this, doesn't it have it? No, it doesn't have any dust cover on this one. That's nothing to do about it, but the cartridge is in good nick. A little bit splotched down there, but alright. It's good enough for what it is. So this is Trojan. Hello. You can barely see me through it as well. That's how it is. It looks fine at the top as well. Yep, it does. This is the back, by the way. Not much to see. So it's only a little blemish here. That can be glued, so who cares? I'm gonna put the cartridge away. Manual. Yep, a little bit smaller manual this time. We got a manual number up here if the camera wants to focus on it. There we have it. Yep, it's a little bit hard for it to focus. And this has some blue writings, as you can see. Safety precautions. Yep. We're gonna take the English text. It's easier for you to see this. It's a very simplistic manual anyway, because this is a very old game. So I'm just gonna do this and show you it quickly. How to play. Yay. That's how it is. And here they tell about the hidden characters and enemies in the game. The drawing could have been a little bit better, but that's how it is. But that's how it is. The Barbarian, alright. Wasn't that a game on Commodore 64 that was called Barbarian back in the day? I think it was. Very violent game. But I remember playing it actually. Where you actually, yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. In case there are children who are watching this as well. Because that might happen. And yeah, let me just say it this way. It's violent. And we are over on the Swedish text. So there are not much more than that. And it says just Capcom Premier Worldwide Arcade Game Designer. Alright. It's a very pink manual. That's it. Nothing more to say about this game actually. And as I mentioned, I don't have a dust tray on this. No, not even a foam brick on this one. That needs to be created. I'm gonna do that at some point. So I don't destroy the footerall here. Because that might happen. You might smash it. Because that is missing. But anyway, Trojan. Yep. Gonna put that away. Next one is a game that you might like or you might hate. There was a tape I have to take off here because it was loose. It begins to be old. One thing I can say about this game here, I think this game here is pretty good, but if you don't like 3D games, you will hate it, that's for sure. And there is a version on it on the Mega Drive system as well, with an extra level. And I have the Mega Drive version. I'm gonna show you that later down the line. I'm gonna focus on the big games for NES now. That version has an extra bonus level that you have to defeat in the end to get to the end. But trust me, that level is so hard. If you do one mistake on that level, you can press reset on your console and start all over again. It's that annoying. I'm talking about a game called Snake, Rattle and Roll. Some like it, some hate it. That's how it is. Yeah, this has probably been bought in Germany at some point. Then I expect a German in it afterwards. Snake, Rattle and Roll, it says. 6 months, 8 months guarantee or 6 months. Yeah, that is in Germany. This is the back. German text, but that's nothing to do about it. Pause to read for yourself, guys. Yep. This is the top. Pictures. And there are some funny Game Genie code here where you actually can break the boundary a little bit. But be aware when you try to do that, you will also freeze the game very easily. You can drop up to a level where you should not be and try to take out some from the lid on the ground and you will get stuck. That's how it is. So, 1990 by Rare Limited. The company that made RC Prom as well. Let's open this one up and see what lurks inside here. Dust tray is here. Yes, it is. And we got a manual. I'm gonna take it out up front, so I'm not going to fiddle this around. And a foam brick in it. That's nice. This is the cartridge itself. This is pretty nice. Nothing wrong with this. This is the top. I have to do this so you can see it clearer, so the camera focus on this. Yep, and this is the back. There are somebody has scribbled something here. Look at that, I can get it off. Yeah, it's gone already, mostly of it. Okay, oh, some dirt. All right. There are a few minor scratches there, you can see that, but not much. Who cares? It's small and it's in pristine condition anyway. I'm gonna put the cartridge away and we're gonna look at the manual itself. It's an easy manual. Snake, Rattle and Roll. Game instructions, it says there. Yep. Expect German text, everyone, but that's how it is. Because I was at vacation in Germany at some point as well and bought a lot of games there. So that's why. But I can show you some good pictures anyway, despite it is a German language on it. That's how it is. I have no trouble reading German, by the way, so who cares? But I think it's pretty cool that they put color pictures in it to show you a little bit about the game. The controllers. Yep. So weird. Yes, it is. It is a sort of a 3D game here. That's one of the bonus levels. That's for sure. And you jump on the scale, and when the scale makes a ring, you are heavy enough, you can go into the door, and you are on your way to the next level. That's how that works. A little bit about the snake. You can easily die in this game here, as you can see here. Ah, it says when it falls down, a big fall or over the edge. Yep, choose between 1 and 2 players, and the list again. Yep. It's a small manual, so it's not much. Here is the object and the enemies you can meet in the game. First the object and then the enemies. That's the object that is useful for you. And here we are over at the enemies. Yep. And here is the points you can get from each object. And here is some tips and tricks. Good luck. Will Gluck, it says at the bottom. That's good luck. Hell und Glück. And just some precaution and warnings and all of that. And this is just the back of the manual. Not much to see. So this was released in 1990. Yep, I'm gonna put that back in its etui again. So, like that. Then it's back in its futteral again. Snake, rattle and roll. I think this game is good. And if you can't get enough of Snake, Rattle and Roll, as I mentioned, it's on Mega Drive as well as a 16-bit game. The graphic is not so much different between the 8 and the 16, but you have an extra level. That's pretty much it. Next up is another Capcom game. Bionic Commando. Yep, the one with the grappling hook and all of that. State-of-the-art, high-resolution graphics. Yep, it says so. The top is just as simple as that. A logo. At the side is as simple as that. Another logo. Not much to see. And we're gonna start with the picture first, so you can see some of the levels. This level reminds me of a level in Turtles, the first Turtle game. Yeah, but that's how it is. Bionic Commando is a much older game. And there you can see using the grappling hook to swing around. Made in Japan, blah blah blah, 1988. Here is the text. Pause and read for yourself. That's how it is. Yep. Let's open up. And I'm gonna take out what lurks inside the box. I'm gonna put the box there for a moment. We got a dust tray, of course. And we got the game itself. It has some scribble there, I see that. A little bit, not much, so that's fine. Don't forget that these games are close to 40 years old now. It begins to be. So, Nintendo made good quality futterals and cassettes. So, nice. Or cartridge shell, if I can call it that. So, that's how it is. Bionic Commando looks nice. Nice and clean. So now it's in its futteral again. And we're gonna take a look at the manual. NES CMSEN, okay. And you have the T down there again. I don't know what that T is meant for. Don't care so much. Talk about the seal of quality, blah blah blah. Safety precautions. Yep. I wonder how many who are following the safety precaution when they are in the middle of the heat of a game. I don't think anybody is. There are some pictures there in black and white. A little bit hard to read the text, but I hope you can see this. Yep, I hope. How to play. More about how to play. I have a window open, that's why you hear the horn from a truck outside here. Stage map. I live close to a big road, so that's why. How to play again. Map sub-screen. Okay. Yeah. Shut up with your horn. That's how it is. How to play again. Really? Do they have to have so much about weapon selection? That's probably a simple way to show the screen layout, is my guess. The menu layout in the game. And this is the control itself. Weapon selection controller. How to do those moves. And then how to play again. Okay. You have seen the picture before, so I'm not going to bother there. Then I focus on the text. That's the accessories you get in the game. Weapons. Earned weapons, as it says at the top. Yep. And here is a very smug and a weird look at the player. Okay. Flare bomb. And look at that. Alright. Okay, it is a human at least. And he looks a little bit angry at the picture here. I'm gonna get you guys. Yeah. Bonus characters. Yep. More bonus characters that you can collect. Enemy characters. It's a very... this picture could have been more detailed if they didn't use black and white in the manual as a standard. It's probably to save money, I don't know. Because it would be easier to see the picture of them if they will use something else then. This is the last picture before we get over to Swedish. Then I don't need to show anything more. Then it's just getting rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Now you know. Yep. So that was the manual for the game Bionic Commando. That remember me about something. If somebody has seen some of my Famicom reviews, they are beginning to be old now. But I'm gonna redo them with HD quality or 4K later down the line, okay? Depending on the time I get to it. That's how it is. I'm still waiting for fiber up here where I live. I'm still on copper line. And that means I'm not going to produce videos over HD for now. That's how it is. But I have the equipment to go to 4K if I like. So there we have that. That was Bionic Commando. A very old game, but a good game, I gotta say. This next one here is a classic, actually. And I remember playing this to death when I was younger. Wizards and Warriors. Wizards and Warriors. Acclaim has released this. Yep. This game pack may not be used with Metal and NES versions of the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's released up here. That's why it is like that. This is the side. Let's see which side is the best to show. So you can see it better. Yep. That's how it is. And this is the back. I can take the top first, by the way. Not much to see, but there you have it. And this is the back. Let's see. Focus on the writings first. Pause and read for yourself. And here's a castle in the game. There are some hidden bonus levels and all of that in this game here. You have to search around for it. This is the first level, the Forest of Aerond, it says. There are a lot of hidden things here. So this is a game where you have to search a lot to find things. And that's pretty awesome with the game, actually. And there are follow-ups in this series of Wizards and Warriors. I will recommend the second one. I will not recommend the third one. Why? That game is too hard for its own good. Let's see if I can get the manual out here as well. Then I put the box away for a moment. Dust tray without the logo of Nintendo at the front. That's how it is. We're gonna start with the cartridge. Looks pretty good. It looks very good. Yep, it does. Yes, that's how it is. And this is the back. A little bit weird off at the left upper corner, but except for that, that's nothing. It is what it is. Cart and the inlay on the cart itself is pretty good. Very well done. I'm gonna put that away. Back in the dust tray with it. And this is the game pack instructions, it says here. NES WWSCN, that's for Scandinavia. Yep, and here it is, CeeLo quality with a nice picture at the front in black and white. It's actually very well made in black and white as well. Here is how you do this, prepare your quest and all of that. I'm gonna take it a little bit closer because it's small and this is not much to see. It's a very dark pictures. The screen, the map, the journey of Kuros, and the menu, life menu. That's how it is. And there are a lot of text here. Controllers, how to move them. And a picture. There you are at the top of the tree in the woods. That's how it is. And here are some of the list of enemies in the game. and magic and all of that. On top of a mountain, yes. Points scale, that's how it is. Life and all of that. And the last page before we are over to Swedish. So just to show you that the Swedish there, it has the black and white picture without the seal of quality in its way. Yeah, it's the same as the front. This is the back of the futteral, or the manual, by the way. So, that was Wizard and Warrior. And I remember playing this a lot in the childhood, and I know there are a lot of secrets. There are places where you think it's empty at the top of a level, and you have to use the enemy that bumps you higher up in the game to get further on, to get to the secret areas. That's how it is. Why isn't this going down here? There we have it. It's probably the white foam at the bottom that was a little bit. So this is Wizard and Warrior, the first Wizard and Warrior game, as I mentioned. 1 and 2 is good, 3 is not so good. That's how it is. Next up, a real darn good classic. If you haven't played this, you better do. Premier worldwide arcade game designer Capcom has released this. Willow. Yeah, I kid you not. This has been a movie, and this is the game. And this game here is actually pretty good. I like it. The top. Yeah. One of the many side, just to show you that. And the back. And there's somebody put an X on it. Alright, doesn't matter so much. Here is the text. Read and pause to read more for yourself, okay? And this is an amazing game. And when you are at the end castle, the music there is fantastic. For those who play the game, know what I'm talking about. The last melody at the last castle, at the last level, is amazing on this one. You just wait to play the game just to hear the tune. Because it's that good. I'm gonna open. And I'm gonna take out all the content. So that's the box opened. I'm gonna put it at the side and show you the cartridge first. Yep. That's how it is. That's the hole into the frame. It's in nice condition. That's Willow. This is a very good game. This is an amazing game actually, and I played it a lot. NES, W-I-S-N, yeah. That's how it is. And the T at the bottom, I don't know what that is for. So this is the manual. CLO quality again, yes, contains preparations, how to begin and so on, joystick and so on. Yep. Precautions. How to start. This is Swedish, by the way. Joystick, how to use the game. Yep. How to steer Willow around. More about how to steer Willow. How to use the sword in different directions, with other words. Energy screen. The energy screen is with numbers. And here is a very blurry picture of a dragon at the same time. The history of Willow, with other words. Things. Gaming persons in the game. Just pause to read. Games persons continues. Yep. Things and points you can remember. Okay. And warnings about projected TVs and all of that, that you might get burned in the projection. Who cares? TV. With some TVs. I have even experienced LCD TV that actually burns a little bit into the picture, so that's nothing new. That's the way it is. But this was Willow. Yep. A game I really can recommend. Next one is also a classic. Bubble Bubble. Bubbleine and Bubble, something like that. I can't remember what those names are. Bubbleine, Bubbaloon or something like that. Yeah, that's a little bit... Here it says Bub and Bob, but they have another name because they have a better name on the Sega Master System version. Take a look at my Sega games for that. Taito Corporation, Bubble, Bubble. And this is the top of the box. Yep, and this is the back of it. It's a very colorful box. Nice. I don't know if you can see this very well. I don't know. I have to do this because this writing is a little bit from age 8 and adult. So just show you some of the name. Of the name. I'm doing mistakes, okay? Some of the levels, that's what I want to say. In bubbles. Why not? This is a good game. And to get the best ending, you need to play in a certain direction to get the best ending in the game. It's a little bit complicated. But that's how it is. Oh, it's a little bit sticky dust tray here. I see that. That's the dust tray with a tape. I'm going to take a look at that later down the line. And I'm going to put the box over here. This is the cartridge. Looks good. A little bit of a blemish at the end here, I see that. And it also have a code here. DH something. If you can make it out, good luck. It's a little bit weird off anyway. So that's Bubble actually. And here is the manual. Even the manual has nice colors here. Yep, that's nice. Let's take a little look at least. I'm gonna start with the Swedish because that's the first stop. Games that starts with Swedish has Danish and Finnish as language and nothing more than that. So it doesn't have English anyway. And it says thank you and all of that and warnings when it comes to projection TV or something like that. And here is a little story about Bubbleine and Bubbaloon or whatever it calls. Yeah. If you can see this and read Swedish, there you go. Controllers. Program and start. Yep. How the game goes. Yep. And it goes up to level 99 in the game. And it also have more levels after 99 if you want to have the best ending. You have to do this in a secret way actually, so the best ending is not easy to get in the game. But that's how it is. Enemy bonus that you can get. Different fruits and diamonds and ice cream and all of that. Let's do that one more time in case you want to snip this. Yep. And yep. 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 That's how it is. Extend, that's the tip to get some bonus. Game figures. Yep. Grommet, okay. And it says thank you again, and it starts over on a new language, Danish with other words. And this is actually the back of it. Think about this. Probably some pressure cautions here as well. But that's how it is. That was the back of it. So that was Bobble. I'm gonna put that at the front because this tape is a little bit bad. So I'm gonna take a look at that later down the line. So that was Bobble. Yep. Next up is Little Nemo Dreammaster. This game has also been copied to be a Pokemon game at some point. Yes, it has. Well, if your dream is about flying alligators, I understand that, and a tree that looks like a monster in itself, and a walking bed, yes. Then you are dreaming, that's for sure. That's for sure. Then you really are dreaming. This is the top. And this is the back. Oh, I have to do this a little bit closer and just go up, because this is a little bit hard maybe to see. And maybe you see that anyway. Pictures. First level, a later level, and the train level. And the train level, oh gosh, that's a hard level and an annoying one. Trust me when I say that. Let's check out the inside. I need a manual as well. There we have it. Box over there. Little Nemo Dreammaster. Glare I cannot do anything about. No, come on. Don't be shy, camera. Gimme. There we have it. Yep. So that's fine. Looks nice. It does. NES, LNSC, and 1. So it's a little bit annoying. It won't focus so much today. That's how it is. Alright, instruction booklet. It's a thin one. So it's Swedish, Danish, and Samic this time actually. Sami. That's how it is. It says so here, Swedish, Sumi, and Danish this time. Sometimes it's Finnish and sometimes it's Sami. That's how it is. That looks a little bit weird, but that's the controller. About the hand control. How the game goes on, you can see there is a bee. You can actually take an animal shape in the game by throwing candy to it. And you can use the animal to ride on, or you can be part of it actually. That's how it is. Enemies, or friends by the way. It's Nemo's friends. That's how it is. And there is the enemy. Yep. And that's pretty much it. There was not much of a manual either, because now we are over to Sumi, Finnish, or Samic, or whatever it is. So, that was the manual. There was nothing much exciting at the back either. That's the cartridge again. I'm gonna put it back in the footeral. And we will move on. And we have run for approximately 50 minutes already. I'm not surprised that this will be a long review this time. This next game here is from Kemco. This is a little bit special. This is Shadowgate. And take a look at the sticker down here. Swedish version. That means this is with Swedish language in the game. And if you look at the back, you will actually see that as well. But we have English at the back at least. So that's something. I can take it a little bit closer so you see it better, but then I have to take it down for you so you can see this. That's how it is. because it's not easy to see. There's some picture here. And here it shows the English, it doesn't show you the Swedish, but the game is in Swedish. So that's why it has that stamp at the front here. So at a point back in the day, they did that actually and give you the Swedish text in the game. In some games they translate it, but of course that is very expensive to do. And here it has something I have to show you later down here. Shadowgate. Yep. It has a big scratch at the side. I can see that. That goes up. You can see that. Doesn't matter so much as long as the label is fine. And it really is. And you can see here, this is a gold card. This has battery backup. And this game needs to have it because this is a pretty long game. And it's an easy game to do mistakes. But here comes something. They did an error when it translated into Swedish. And they decided, I can see that the last letter in the alphabet up here is an O. That is an A with a dot at the top. And they did the mistake by putting one dot instead of two at the top. That's why this is following this. We are sorry for the error that had come up in the main menu. Instead of fixing that, they just put this card with it. That's how it is. Nothing to do about that. Shadowgate. Yep. Think about this, blah blah blah. Yeah, contents. Here is some big text for you. Hand control. Yes. How the game goes on. And you can see here it says press start, tryck start, it says in Swedish. And here you can actually see this Swedish in the manual actually. So if I do this, you can see that. And this is the last text in here before it goes over to another language. That's how it is. So that's Shadowgate. I'm gonna take that back into the footer again. So this is a gold cart, by the way, with the battery system inside. That's how it is. And this game here is try and error game, I gotta say. So that's how it is. And should I take one more, or should I divide this into two parts? So because I have a lot of more games, so this will be part 1, and I'm gonna make a part 2 of this a little bit later down the line with the rest of the games. Okay, that's how it is, because I don't want this review to be too long either, because people will not bother to see it if it gets too long. That's how it is. So I hope you like the games that I showed you. I showed you Shadowgate so far. Yes, with Swedish. I showed you the remaster. Bobble. Yeah. Willow. Wizard and Warrior. Bionic Commando. Snake, Rattle and Roll. Trojan. And Super Mario 3. There are more to come later down the line, okay? So I'm gonna start with this first. And I'm gonna make a part 2 later down the line, okay? So thank you for watching part 1. Part 2 I will be recording in a short time, okay? Thank you for watching, and have a pleasant evening, everyone. More big box review comes up later down the line now. Thank you, and have a pleasant evening. Take care. Bye-bye.